within that relationship, I lost my husband to Duane Martin, and they became better friends than what me and my husband did, and I could.
Duane Martin, a name once synonymous with Hollywood charm, laughter, and an irresistible swagger. But behind the red carpet smiles and comedic timing lies an off-screen narrative messier than any sitcom plot. Lisa Raye McCoy, a former friend of Duane's, has laid down accusations that could rival the juiciest soap opera. According to her, Duane wasn't just a friend, he was a wedge in her marriage, a catalyst for betrayal that shattered her world. Lisa Raye alleges that introducing Duane to her then-husband Michael Missick, the flashy prime minister of Turks and Caicos, was the worst decision of her life. She claims Duane went from friend to instigator, not just befriending her husband, but actively introducing him to other women, undermining her marriage in ways that cut deep. The betrayal, she says, wasn't just personal, it was public. As the First Lady of Turks and Caicos, Lisa's role was more than just being a wife. It was about upholding an image of grace and unity. The cracks in her marriage, laid bare for the world to see, turned into a scandal of epic proportions. But Duane's story doesn't end there. From his appearances at Diddy's infamous white parties to whispers linking him to Hollywood power players like Will Smith, the rumors and allegations pile up faster than a TMZ feed refresh. Lisa Raye paints a picture of Duane as a friend who betrayed her trust, all while basking in the glow of her husband's high-profile lifestyle. Lavish vacations, exclusive parties, and a carefree bros before vows attitude became the backdrop of what she describes as a major betrayal. Fans watched the drama unfold with a mix of disbelief and intrigue. Gossip columns labeled Duane a marriage wrecker, questioning how someone could so easily dismantle a friend's relationship. Lisa Raye herself seemed blindsided, expressing the heartbreak of feeling manipulated by someone she considered a confidant. For her, Duane wasn't just a figure in her personal drama, he became a symbol of the complexity and duplicity that can lurk behind Hollywood's glitzy facade. Lisa Raye's heartbreak wasn't just about losing a husband. It was about losing faith in a friend. She has hinted at writing a tell-all book, and fans are ready to eat it up, eager to dive deeper into the layers of betrayal and scandal that shaped her story. Whether you side with Lisa's version of events or not, one thing is undeniable. Duane Martin's name now carries more baggage than a Hollywood wardrobe trailer. And yet, Duane's public persona told a different story. His role on Real Husbands of Hollywood was comedic gold. A charming, quick-witted husband whose on-screen antics made audiences forget his off-screen controversies, at least temporarily. Teaming up with stars like Kevin Hart, Nick Cannon, and J.B. Smoove, Duane embraced the caricature of a Hollywood husband, all flair, no flaws. While he played the lovable Joker on screen, his real-life saga was unfolding into a darker narrative of alleged betrayals, financial scandals, and fractured relationships. And this is just the beginning. Stay tuned, because like the juiciest drama, the deeper you dig, the messier it gets. Duane Martin, a name once synonymous with charm, laughter, and a hint of Hollywood swagger, has seen his off-screen life spiral into a tangled web messier than the most chaotic comedy sketch. Once celebrated for his charisma and talent, Martin now finds himself at the center of controversies that would make even the juiciest soap opera blush. The drama kicked into overdrive when Lisa Raye McCoy, a former close friend, accused him of betraying her trust in a way that no one saw coming. According to Lisa Raye, Martin didn't just betray their friendship, he allegedly helped her husband cheat, turning her life upside down in the process. It all began when Lisa Raye introduced her then-husband Michael Missick to Martin. What she thought would be a simple introduction turned into what she now describes as one of the worst decisions she ever made. Missick, the former prime minister of Turks and Caicos, and Lisa Raye were Hollywood royalty, a stunning actress turned first lady and a flashy political figure making headlines. But behind the glitz and glamour, on screen, Martin was the funny, lovable character who always had a snappy comeback. Off-screen, however, he was a man surrounded by accusations of betrayal, whispers of secret relationships, and financial woes that painted a much darker picture. The dichotomy was stark, leaving fans questioning how much of the charm was real and how much was a facade. Things were crumbling, and Martin, who Lisa Raye once called a friend, seemed to be at the heart of it. She claims that Martin didn't just stop at befriending her husband, he actively introduced him to other women, allegedly encouraging temptations that strained their marriage to the breaking point. The betrayal cut deeper than just personal hurt. It became a public scandal. Lisa Raye wasn't just a wife, she was a first lady, and the unraveling of her marriage in such a messy and public way wasn't just heartbreaking, it was humiliating. Meanwhile, Martin and Misek were reportedly living it up, vacationing, attending exclusive events, and turning Turks and Caicos into their personal playground. For Lisa Raye, the audacity of Martin's actions was off the charts. One minute he was her confidant, the next he was allegedly orchestrating situations that undermined her marriage. But the scandal doesn't end there. Martin's connections in Hollywood added another layer of intrigue. His close friendship with Will Smith, one of Hollywood's biggest stars, raised eyebrows, with rumors swirling about the true nature of their bond. From courtside laughs at basketball games to being spotted at Diddy's infamous white parties, known for their exclusivity and debauchery, Martin's involvement in Hollywood's elite circles became a topic of endless speculation. Allegations even emerged claiming that Martin played a behind-the-scenes role in some of the more questionable aspects of these events, fueling whispers about his private life and the company he kept. Adding to the chaos was Martin's then-wife, Tisha Campbell, who was navigating her own share of Hollywood drama. Best known for her role on Martin alongside Martin Lawrence, Tisha was already dealing with controversies surrounding that show. As she struggled to maintain her career and personal life, Martin was allegedly racking up scandals of his own, both financially and personally. Fans couldn't reconcile the charismatic, quick-witted man they loved on Real Husbands of Hollywood with the shady figure dominating headlines. Then came bombshell claims from Hollywood insiders. An assistant to Will Smith reportedly suggested an awkward situation involving Martin and Smith, though these allegations remain unconfirmed. The mere suggestion added fuel to the already raging fire, with fans and tabloids alike dissecting every detail of Martin's personal life. Was he simply a man caught in unfortunate circumstances, or was there more to the rumors of his alleged double life? Even as Martin tried to maintain his public image, the fallout from his personal scandals began to take a toll on his career. His association with Hollywood elites, once a badge of honor, became a source of scrutiny. Allegations of betrayal and whispers about his private life caused his once glamorous circle of friends to shrink, and the charm that had once endeared him to audiences started to feel hollow. Through it all, Lisa Raye has remained vocal, her candor drawing both support and criticism. Fans have urged her to write a tell-all book, convinced it would fly off the shelves. As for Martin, he continues to deny many of the claims against him, but his reputation has undeniably taken a hit. Once a rising star, he is now one of the most controversial figures in Hollywood, caught in a storm of calming down. As the layers of this saga continue to unravel, one thing is clear: Duane Martin's story is far from over. Whether he's a misunderstood man or the architect of his own downfall, his Hollywood journey has become a cautionary tale about fame, friendship, and the price of ambition in a town where secrets rarely stay buried. Lisa Raye McCoy handled her heartbreak with a grace and resilience that turned her from a betrayed wife into a symbol of empowerment. While her marriage fell apart and trust was irreparably broken, she refused to let the turmoil define her. Through candid interviews and heartfelt posts on social media, she became a beacon of strength, showing the world that betrayal doesn't have to break you, it can fuel your rise. As she put it, "This past year has been rough, but I'm getting into me, doing everything intentionally. Even my no is intentional." Lisa turned her pain into power, becoming an inspiration for those facing their own struggles. Duane Martin, on the other hand, faced a much harsher fallout. His charm and charisma, once his ticket to Hollywood's elite circles, couldn't shield him from the mounting scandals. The whispers about his private life, alleged betrayals, and questionable connections began to drown out his career accomplishments. Industry events where he had once been warmly welcomed now seemed to treat him like an afterthought. As his influence faded, social media buzzed with fans and insiders questioning whether Duane could ever recover. TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram lit up with debates dissecting his choices and the consequences of his actions. The harsh reality of Hollywood was on full display. A career built on trust and reputation can crumble faster than a viral TikTok when those foundations are shattered. For Duane, the fallout wasn't just professional, it was deeply personal. His once polished image, celebrated for its humor and relatability, was now overshadowed by rumors and allegations. The industry that had once celebrated him began to move on, leaving him in the rearview mirror. And yet, scandals like these are rarely straightforward. While some saw Duane as the villain in his own story, others couldn't help but wonder if there was more beneath the surface. Was he a man undone by poor choices? Or was there another side to the story that hadn't yet come to light? One thing's for sure, the world is watching, and Duane's next moves could define whether he remains a cautionary tale or stages a dramatic comeback. But before we dive deeper into Hollywood's web of scandals, because trust me, the drama surrounding the Drake, Kendrick, and Lil Wayne beef is wild, I want to hear your thoughts. Was Duane Martin the architect of his own downfall? Or are we missing pieces to this messy puzzle? Drop your opinions, and while you're at it, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, because the next story is gonna be even juicier.